Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick tour to Divi Builder as a custom theme within our WordPress system. So the Sense and Sustainability site that hopefully you've had a look at is using this technology. So as I scroll through, you'll notice that there's some clickable content, and these are all built with Divi modules. So again, each of these would link over, or I click here and then that person can request a new guide. I've got more clickable content here. So that's kind of a nice feature. And then a built-in ask your own question, just giving you a few more examples. You can see the slider here. And I can also have separate pages, just the same that you can with any of our WordPress themes. Okay, so Tech Mentors, we have our very own space to be reflecting on sustainable innovation, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a resource for us to share out at the end of the year, and that it will grow organically, starting of course with our edX course and then evolving in directions that of course you can choose. So as I scroll through here, I've already sort of set up a different space for each of you to be editing, and you each have a different module. So you might already be wondering, well, what does this actually look like for me as an editor? So if I click on Edit Page, this is when you are going to see Divi in action. So this will take about a moment to load, and then what you're going to see are the modules themselves. So each gray box is an individual module. So text, button, and then I know that already you're probably thinking like this means nothing to me. So whenever I'm working in Divi, I have two tabs open. I will always click Preview Changes, so that's going to take me back to the reader-facing view, so I can toggle back and forth between the editor interface and the reader one. So here's text, and this is the button. Text, button. So what's really nice with Divi is, of course, I can edit any of the individual modules, but then I can come over and click the three lines here or here to edit the background space that the modules sit in. So anytime I want to edit, that's three lines. So just to sort of give you an example, I would click that. And this is where I actually work. There's additional design features that you can play around with. And then I showed you the way that I work, where I have the preview tab open, but then also as you're customizing, you can click the eye here, and that will show you what your edits look like on desktop, on a tablet, or on mobile, which is really, really nice. Okay, so of course you can edit directly within the module itself, or the button module is really nice because that's going to link us over to content. The example that I usually give is it might be a Google Doc or Google Slides. So if you're looking at the Divi Builder theme and you're thinking this is super hard, what I would remind you is that you can take existing content and link it through this feature. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. This is really just a great curation tool, if you will. So today we're going to have a little play with these modules. The other thing that I want to point out is if you're thinking, well, wait a second, if I'm going to build up my website or my portfolio using all of these different modules, it's super hard to start from the ground and build up. And what I want to show you is actually you don't have to do that. So the cheat is I usually start working with a template and I go from there. So just to sort of show you what that means, if I go plus new page, use the Divi Builder, what I'm going to do is actually load layout. And every once in a while, I will save layouts. That way I can use them again and again. But Divi Builder has all of these custom pre-made layouts to pick from. So if I just hover over, it's going to give me a little bit of an example. And you have so much to choose from. And you'll see that there are varying degrees of complexity. So some of the layouts are a bit more complex than others, but if I start with this one, because who doesn't love dogs, click use this layout, it's going to load all of the modules already. And then all you have to do is sort of, again, toggle back and forth between the preview and the edit view to decide which of the modules you want to keep and which actually you're saying, I'm just going to delete that. Because sometimes what I'll do, you can see as I scroll down, there's a lot of content to work with in here. And it might actually just be that I keep maybe this one and this one and this one, and the rest I can just come down here, delete, delete, delete. So again, that's a really nice way to just sort of start playing around with the Divi Builder. Okay, so I hope you are ready and excited to try out this, what I think is an excellent curation tool. It really does help you level up on the design in your digital portfolios. Looking forward to it.